Well, I guess what do you do with? Yeah, you got to
yes.
go to Mexico or go to Jamaica, and just sell like otter pops to tourists. Like that's the only job you can have. I feel like
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Yes. Possibly for the very first time.
Maybe so.
There's a slim chance.
And Cern, for the first time in a long while, we did the thing where we did the show before the show again. We got into it for a little bit.
We got into the catch up, and it turns into a show.
And then it's like, oh shit, time out. Put it on.
So
pause.
the audience can listen to us catch up,
right?
Live on air.
So sometimes the catch up turns into be, we can't help it. It's just funny sometimes. But Cerny, much congratulations going his way. He got his house sorted out. And I was asking questions about it because this is, let me guess, this is your fourth house?
This is my fourth house.
Okay. I was going to say 6.
4 houses in 11 years.
Okay. Which, in comparison to some, people in the military, they're like, yeah, that's a light year for us in moving. So I was like, oh, how long does the escrow take? I was asking about these questions. And then I know, Cerny, we've talked about this many times on the show, you and me, we got our security, our Nest cams, or you have the Ring ones, right?
Yes, I have the Ring ones.
Okay. And then I was like, what happens? Are you uninstalling your
Alexa?
You hooked it up. That's right. And I have the whole Google thing going on over here.
Yep.
So I was inquiring to Cerny, is he going to be taking all that shit down, unwiring that? I'm like, that seems like a hassle. What do you do with it? And
I said, I'm just leaving it. I'm leaving it there. Wrote in the contract because they asked, hey, are you going to leave it? I said, yeah, I'll leave it. Just a little my present to you. Plus, I don't want to take everything down.
Because, let me guess. You're already doing 1,000,001 things, and the last thing you want to do is get your ladder up and unscrew a couple fucking cameras and unplug it and stuff. That's the last thing you want to do, probably.
No, I'll just leave it. They loved it too, so I was like, it was kind of like the appeal of the house.
Perfect.
So all right, yeah, I said just leave it. But like I said, when you're in escrow, there you are scrutinizing like
every expenditure,
every expenditure, the time you take a shit. I mean, they're all over your.
You can't
ass,
fart on your credit card, and they'll know about it.
No, it's like I was saying, like so my wife likes to, she does the bills and the groceries on a credit card, and then she pays it off at the end of the month to get points.
Big spender.
Big spender. But you can't really incur new debt while you're doing it. Otherwise, you look like
because they're checking your credit every couple days, probably.
Well, they'll check it, and then they'll say, we want to see this, and they'll wait till before they fund it, and they'll check it again.
Okay. And the last thing they want to see is like, oh, your Visa card before it had $1,000 on it, and now it has $5,000 or whatever.
Yeah, even like, hey, I'm gonna pay that off. Like, yeah, nope.
Oh, they don't trust you.
It's gotta be like this. No,
I don't trust you. And then,
I'm sure the 2008, 2009 really broke the barriers of trust there.
I think the stated income stuff, the stated facts were that could no longer be relied upon. That house of cards came tumbling down. But then I was thinking, and me and Cerny, this is why we're so simpatico, is because we're on the same wavelength so much of the time. I'm thinking, okay, smart. You leave the cameras here. They've been a couple of years old, and then at the new place, you get to redo it all. And that's the fun shit that I like to do. Okay.
So nice. I had like, as soon as it was in my Amazon cart, like I was like, this is what I'm going to do. Like I had it all mapped out. I was looking at pictures of the house online. I'm like, okay, I'm going to put this
nice
here. It's going to go here. And then I had it there, and it was like, hey, on Monday they said, hey, it's recorded. It's all done. So I got the email in the daytime. It was like, it's funded. I was like, oh, sweet. But I had to wait for it to record because the last thing I want to do is like, not that it would happen, but hey, it's funded, but it's like well, they didn't really do it in time. And like it drags on.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So I said, I'll just wait. I just want to be safe.
Don't jinx anything.
Don't jinx. It's official. Anything. It's official. It's recorded. And Chipper didn't know. So for those who don't know, like when they fund it, then they take all the escrow, all your signed documents and stuff. They send it down to the county, and they call it recording. And they record it on record as a transfer of ownership.
Okay.
So then,
big stamps and stacks of paper.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I would imagine it.
The sign when we signed on Saturday because they said, hey, we want you to sign on Saturday.
Is it all paper sign still?
Oh yeah. They have the notary come out. They do the thumbprint.
The notary
paper sign. Yeah.
Did you have to hire a traveling notary?
Yeah, they did. Because they said, well, that's the other thing. I was like, do I have to go in? Because I remember the first house I did, we had to go into the
bank,
to the escrow office.
Oh, escrow, American Title or whatever, and you would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Fidelity Nationals over here. So, well, they said, hey, because of COVID, we don't do in-house, even though they don't really practice. A lot of the restrictions have been lifted.
Yeah.
I think they decided we don't want a bunch of people in here anyway, so we'll
it's a lot easier.
Yeah. So they came out on Saturday. Well, they called me let me get the timeline. Let me just reverse this a little bit. It was quite funny. So they said, hey, we want to sign on Saturday.
Okay.
I was like, all right, send somebody out. I said, you know what time? I was like, you can send me around 2:00. We'll be here. Like, okay. And then it was like 5:00 on Friday, and I got an email from the loan officer, my own loan officer. Did Escrow send you the instructions to wire the funds? Because you have to wire your down payment. You can't write a personal check or can't give them a duffel bag of cash or anything.
Do you take American Express?
So you have to wire the funds, or you have to do a cashier's check. And I was like, I'll wire the funds. I don't want to take it.
Go to the fucking thing.
Did they give you the instructions? It's like, no, I don't have anything. We're supposed to give it to you. I was like, okay, well, we wanted this done today. I was like, it's 5:00. I don't
on a Friday.
Yeah. I think the bank closes at 6. The person gave me the instructions at 5:30. I was like, there's no way I'm going to make it to the bank to do this whole thing. They said Saturday's fine. So Saturday morning, got up, went down there, 9:00 when they opened, got it done. And then
did you treat yourself to a little Dutch Bros?
Of course, on the way. It was right on the way.
I was just
on
wondering.
the way. I was like,
well, I'm going to sign all these documents. I need a little fuel.
So then the notary comes out and they give you like a stack of papers. It's at least, no exaggeration, at least 2.5 inches thick of paper. It's thick. It's
what?
Yeah. It's like, here's the net sheet that you get. Okay, your whatever.
No one fucking reads these, right?
They kind of just tell you what it is.
Okay, it's like when you're buying a car. I'm not fucking paying attention. I just know I don't want the true code.
I agree to the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So here's the net sheet. Here's the sheet that says that you acknowledged this, and here's the sheet that says that we are not discriminatory. And here's a sheet that says you're going to pay your loan, and here's what your loan amount is going to be. Here's a sheet that you understand what your loan amount is going to be, and that you have to pay it on time. So a bunch of shit. It's fuck.
And you're signing every single one.
Every single one, or initialing, whatever they say. Initial here, sign here.
And you and your wife, you're just boom, boom. You're like a couple of NBA stars.
WNBA give it to me because I was the primary in the loan, so I signed first.
Okay.
So I sign, swing to the right, sign, swing to the right, sign, swing to the right. And then there's a couple of them that was like, this one's for here's some weird ones. It's like, this one's for the county. So when you sign, you cannot go below the line. Since you have a Y in your name, I know you like to go below the line. If you go below the line, they'll kick it back out and it'll delay it another whatever to read through this whole thing again. I was like, oh fuck.
Why you got to be like that?
Rules.
County, whatever. Sacramento County, where the fuck you live? I don't know.
Yeah, Sacramento County. So it's a bunch of that shit, and then we had to wait because obviously the county and all that shit's not open on the weekend. So wait till Monday, and then
drive down there first thing Monday morning.
No, they just take care of it. Basically, you gotta wait. He's gotta wait for the call.
Oh, and then the note.
So I got it, and I got a notification on Monday morning that they were looking at my credit. I was like, oh, you were looking. And then somewhere midday, the lender said, it's funded. We're all done. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then at 4:00, I got a call from my realtor that says, it's official. you owe a bunch of money for a house again. And I was like, yeah, thanks. Thanks for bringing this mood down.
Mwah, mwah. It's like when you're getting a job and one of your references calls you. They're like, yo, they just called me. They're checking on you. You must have made it far. They're checking on your ass. I'm like, shit, you didn't tell them everything, did you?
Did you leave out
leave out the...
Hope you were selective with your memory.
Yes. Okay, so you got new cameras set up. Did you... Tell me your playbook. Did you go with the same camera setup, or are you adjusting it? What tweaks are you making to your surveillance system?
So I'm still going with the Ring.
Okay.
But I'm also going with the new door lock, like the keypad.
Yes. Which one?
So I'm going with the Yale.
Okay.
It's
that's a normal lock company, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Actually.
It's not
It's Quickset.
Yeah, it's not Quickset or Sledge, but I think it's like it's like the B. It's the C list. It might be the C list.
They have like the best, like as far as smart.
Popular. They have the best smart.
So, as far as from what I wanted, because I have one that's like a keypad and you lock it. Okay. But I wanted one that could be kind of voice activated, so that I could ask if it's locked. Because I got tired of getting up, did I check if it's locked? Is it not?
And
locked?
you can just go on your app and do it too, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
That seems pretty cool.
So I went with that. I went with the new outdoor camera. I have the Ring camera, but I have one on the other side. I have two. Uh-huh. One with the light, so I can see.
Oh, the floodlight one. I've seen a couple of my neighbors have that. That's cool.
So I think I went with that, but it was sitting in my cart, and as soon as I got, hey, it's official, it's recorded, I was like,
send it.
Amazon, click, order.
I love it, dude. That's the same. That's like the same thing. I love doing that. And did you get the Ring doorbell too?
Oh yeah,
the new doorbell. Do they have? Are these new versions of the Ring ones? I have not been paying attention.
I got the newer version, whatever it was. It's Then I forget whatever.
4K, wider angle, different sounds, probably shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Nice. That's exciting. Big sigh of relief.
Big sigh of relief. I'm not homeless anymore.
There you go.
That's the other thing. It's like when we sold our house, we're like, oh, you
were in that.
You don't own a home. I was like, oh,
okay. Like it's unsettling. This is unsettling.
Oh shit!
Now you're just packing all your shit up.
Packing up. We're waiting for the people to get out. They get out 17th or 18th of next week. So it'll be next Wednesday, and then it'll be game time. Robin. She already has her paint mixed.
I'm sure. Oh, she already has it mixed in the garage. Probably.
It's mixed and it's ready. It's sitting there with all the tape and brushes and all that shit.
She's so horny to get to remodeling. She's so ready to go for it. I love it, but that's her thing. Crushes it. Yeah.
They even offered. They're like, we're gonna get the people over there. Like, don't worry, we'll get a professional cleaner to come in and clean the house when we're all out. And she's like, nope.
Don't worry, we're painting.
Yeah, that's what love it. Don't worry about it.
Nice. Yeah, you
already figured I got to fire a landscaper when I get over there because they're like, oh, we have landscapers and we paid them out to the end of the month. They're probably going to want to continue service. I was like, nope.
Oh.
I'm going to fire them when I get there.
Here's your 0-day notice.
I'll be paid at the end of the month. You can take the rest of the week, whatever you have. 3 weeks left, take it off. Go find somebody else.
I got kids to mow the lawn now.
That's the other thing. There is no lawn. That's what I was like.
Oh,
it's artificial turf on one side, and the other side it's like just low maintenance plants that they just have in the front. Like it's all.
Oh, so they're just trimming the fucking bushes and blowing the leaves off the lawn.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, I can do that.
Nice. Well, there you go. You're already saving money, Cerny. I love it. Did you have to finagle a new TV into this place, or are you going to make the other one work?
So this one's going to work. Now, interestingly, so here's a funny thing. So
You don't say.
we were working. We were doing the walkthrough, and the guy was like, "Okay, the people that are leaving, they want to know if you want the washer and dryer, or they want to leave it." I said, "Yeah, just tell them leave it." And
Now, did they try to nickel and say like, okay, now the house costs? Do they try to fuck around with the price of it, or they're just like, same with you, that you don't want to deal with taking your cameras off. They don't want to deal with moving a washer and dryer. Kind of.
So once you agree upon a price, that's it. And I mean, you can actually go back and say we want a credit for this or whatnot. But they just did. They said, I think they were older, so they just don't want to fuck with it. They said, that's it. They just want to know if you can have it, if you want it. I said, sure. Just leave it. I'll just flip it on Marketplace or some shit. And actually, interestingly enough, my mom's like, "Oh, your grandma needs a new washer and dryer." Like, there it is.
Perfect. Happy Mother's Day.
She's like, perfect. Yes, that's great. And then they're like, "Hey, do you want this desk? Some desk." I said, "Sure, leave it." And they said, they want to know if you want their TV. And this is one where my dad was with us, and he's like, "How big is it?" I said, "I have a tape measure on me." I pulled it out and measured. I was like, 55 inches. He's like, "Who wants that?" I said, "In the garage."
Relegated to the bathroom.
Yep.
Nice. 55 inch in the garage would be fucking solid.
Perfect.
That's good. I like it. I try to get my garage. I had I got 2 bookshelf speakers. This is a long time ago when I kind of was getting my garage as like a, I spend some time out here. I want to listen to music when I like and, do the show and stuff. So I got this like receiver and everything. But since I got my Sonos, it's like the carry around speaker one. I haven't touched this fucking this thing. So I don't know what to do with these speakers. But anyway. You got a TV in your garage. I got a couple of speakers that I'm not using. But.
So I'll probably do some, I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll probably do a trade down with the kids and just take the smaller TV that's in Jeffrey's room, and then put that one in the garage.
Because they don't care about how many Ks they don't care if it's 4K or fucking 720. They just,
no, they're not getting the full theater experience. They're watching fucking YouTube. They're watching it on their phone. I mean, I walked into Jeffrey's room today. He's watching YouTube. He's watching a guy open Pokemon cards, and I'm like, fuck.
I don't know, Sonny.
We can make a comedy of it too.
We missed something. We missed it. I don't know how. We're too busy with the fucking podcast. That's probably what was happening.
And you know what? There's some things where it's like there's like the AMSR with like eating into the microphone and shit.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. That's like, because I'm one of those, I'm sure like when you hear somebody smacking their lips and stuff, it just strikes a nerve with me. So I'm like watching somebody eat and like into the microphone. I'm like, what the fuck?
Or they'll take like a fried French fry and like crack, like break them. So it's just weird. Some people get the sound, like the sound part of it.
Drives me nuts.
I sent you this article a couple days ago. Did you hear about this Alabama inmate?
Today.
This Alabama inmate escaped with a prison guard. And at first, it was
Casey
a little
White
bit.
And what's her name? Vicky White?
Vicky White. Yeah.
Casey White. And I thought I was like, are they related or are they like, I know they weren't husband and wife, even though I think he thought so, but it's just a coincidence.
Interesting. So, the 10-day, the manhunt's over.
It's over.
It's over. But I guess she was going to retire, like from the, whatever police, whatever. What is she in? She was a prison guard. Yeah, she was going to retire at the end of the week or at the end of the month or something. And then she fucking risks it all to go smuggle out this inmate. And she's like, oh, yeah, I guess she told him that he had some appointment that she had to take him to. So she just got in the car. There was no appointment, and they just pieced. I'm like, is that fucking easy to jailbreak somebody? And then it turned out, and at first it was like, oh, I don't know, whatever. And now it's kind of come out that they've been doing some fucking.
And he's like a huge guy, wasn't he?
He's a giant
He's
person.
He's like 6'9" or something crazy.
And he is 38 years old, and his lady, who is now deceased, Lauderdale County Assistant Director of Corrections, Vicky White, rip. She was 56.
Yeah, it's interesting because I was like, why? I just couldn't. I don't know, like, what appeal, like, how did he get manipulate her into, like, thinking, like, I don't know, like, what's the end game here, lady?
You're gonna live your whole life on the run?
Yeah, no, like
that doesn't seem very fun. Like, I'm
they
gonna
only had,
retire.
they had like $23,000 cash or something on them. It was like, how far is that going to take you?
That won't even get you through the year. I mean, unless you're going to go to fucking, well, I guess
Mexico,
what do you do with, yeah, you got to go to Mexico or go to, Jamaica and just sell like otter pops to tourists. Like, that's the only job you can have, I feel like, you got to do something like crazy. You got to just be way off the grid. You can't have a credit card. You can't. Just got to live the island life or something.
And I was like, when I saw it today, I was like, he's 6'9", 330 pounds. He ain't fucking hiding from nobody.
I know. They're like, wait, what's that? Is that a tree? No, it's a human in the trees. He's like as fucking tall as one.
He's casting a shadow over the crowd.
And so I guess there was some sort of, let me see here.
I think there
was a police chase ensued.
Yeah, they found. I think the marshals found them or were surveilling a motel or whatever they checked into, and they saw her.
Mm-hmm.
She was wearing a wig. I would like to see that.
Some fucking brown thing. She has her blonde hairs like sticking out from underneath it, probably like some shitty wig from fucking Party City.
I know. It would make me laugh even better if it was like some Bozo the Clown wig. It was like all the rainbow. Yes.
Or she just has those glasses with the nose and the mustache.
Like Groucho Marx.
Yeah. She's like, oh yeah, I'd like a hotel only in cash. Don't mind this tree human standing next to me. Fucking
don't mind the giant behind me.
IRL Groot over here, standing next to me. So they rammed the car. There was a chase. So they had a Cadillac. Then there was a car high speed chase, and they rammed the car and pushed it into the ditch. We had several AR-14s and several handguns in the vehicle.
Yeah,
after
I think they're
crashed.
Anticipating a shootout with the police.
Yes, he admitted that he was going to do that. When they were taking him into custody, he said, "Help my wife. She just shot herself." Oh, so she
self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Yeah.
So I just don't know. It's like, were they trying to like go Bonnie and Clyde or?
Sounds like it, but I don't know what's with the suicide at the end. Unless he shot her.
That's just.
I don't know.
He's already.
She had too much guilt, maybe.
Yeah, maybe she
I don't know.
Over.
She's like, "Oh fuck, we only have $23,000. I didn't think this through very well." But yeah, I don't know. What do you do? She probably would have gone to jail for. How old was she? This is all purely speculation, obviously.
What did you say she was?
56 or something?
Yeah, something like that, 54.
I mean, okay. I guess if they put her in jail for like 10 years, then she's not going to live the rest of her years are going to be filled with shame. Probably. So she just decided to take matters in her own hands, I guess.
I don't know. I thought it was weird. I was like, what? They just walked out? Because I thought it was like, I think they have to have like protocols to have like 2 sworn officers to transport an inmate.
Maybe not in Alabama.
No, the guy was saying that was part of their protocol, so they just busted him out.
Oh, interesting. But highly suspicious, then it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know, like, how did these relationships develop like that. I mean, I guess if you deal with the person every day, it could. It's just weird.
Guess.
What was he in jail for? He was in jail for like murder and something.
Murder, right?
Yeah.
You always, I mean, not always. You hear stories about the guards that are having sexual relationships with these prisoners and stuff. So there must be there's some crazy sexual tension or some weird sexual power dynamic in prison that we're unaware of.
Yeah.
On the outside, we're not privy to this. Yeah. We're not privy to this on the outside.
I fully anticipate to speculate for the rest of my days.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I can't even begin to speculate how that would happen. I guess it's just like over time it's a relationship thing, and then you kind of, you become friends with the person. Like, hey, I didn't kill this person. You got to get me out of here. You're retiring.
I was wrongfully accused. I'm a good person.
Yeah. She's like, okay, you know what? You're right. I'm going to risk my entire career and life up to this point to break you out. And then we're going to take her $23,000 and then drive to Kentucky.
Because the news was like Vicky White was the mastermind behind the breakout, and I saw that and I was like, okay, she's the mastermind. But did they plan anything after the fact? Like, was it just a breakout and then that was it? They were just gonna wing it.
I think so. It was like Thin Lizzy. They only thought of the jailbreak song, and then they're like, "Oh man, we don't have what to do when you get out of jail." Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe you get so caught up in planning the whole thing. Oh my God, is this going to work? It actually might work. I think we can make it happen. That you forget about the whole after part, or you're going to wing it. I feel like that's not the part you would want to wing. You want to have a pretty good.
I want to have a good idea of where we're going.
Yeah,
not just a wig in a armored vehicle, so I could just.
Yeah, I think my winging it plan would be, I would try to get to Mexico as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
or you lay low. You go in some fucking, if you're in, I don't know what Alabama's
backwoods, like West Virginia or something.
Yes. Go find yourself fucking like a Unabomber type shack.
Shit out there.
Chill there for like a month or two. Grow a fucking beard, just lose a bunch of weight, change your look up, and then drive it down to Mexico one day. And once you get over there, go find a little island for yourself, and I think you'll be good. I feel like that could work. That would be my plan.
Don't be 6'9". That's another thing that doesn't help.
Yeah, don't be 6'9". And don't wear Bozo the Clown wigs around town, expecting not to draw. Or it's like a little Annie, like a red curly wig or something like. Or maybe she had the Bret Michaels one with like the bandana with the long the long hair. That would be pretty good.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Or maybe the little Princess Leia bun or something.
They just have only ones from movies. She has on the fucking Avatar ponytail thing going on. She's like,
oh yeah, there you go. They robbed a costume store. That's what
yeah.
They found the Spirit Halloween warehouse.
That's where they were hiding out. That's where they got all their wigs and shit. That's pretty funny. I mean,
in the old Circuit City building.
Rip Circuit City. Those were good days back there in Circuit City.
It was wild. I was sitting there going, what the hell?
I don't know how that even happened.
I don't get it either. I don't.
Do you think they're going to you got to go, someone's getting fired at that place for letting that protocol. Something's happening.
You would think at least the supervisor's getting a call in. Let's have a chat.
Yeah. You know how it usually takes 2 people to let someone out of jail? Why did it only take 1?
Yeah,
go.
What's going on here? What were you doing?
What were you doing?
Well, I was taking a shit. I didn't know.
what if she had some sort of, she was manipulating multiple people, and inside she was, I don't know,
a super con. There you go.
Yeah, she only thought about getting out of jail again, though. She didn't think about how to.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like 23,000 in cash or 29,000, whatever it was. It was like I was like, the hell are they doing that for the rest of their life with?
Yeah, I don't know. That's to make it somewhere where, I mean, let's say, yeah, you got to make it down there where you can buy some sort of house, some rent situation, and you got to find a job. But it has to be all on the DL.
So I wouldn't anticipate this house to have plumbing or anything like.
I wouldn't think so.
No AC unit. I can tell you that for that.
You're going to be in the backwoods.
That's a luxury. That's a luxury.
Yeah, for sure. Or a tent. Maybe the old.
And then what kind of life is that? On top of that, let's say you do make it down there. What kind of life? You're living in a fucking shack, shitting in a chamber pot, and you gotta.
I mean, jail's can't be that bad, right? Was this guy going to get the chair or something?
Yeah, I'm talking about
maybe
Vicky. She's the one at a house.
Yeah, but in Alabama though, so that's
true.
the other thing.
Lateral move. I'm calling it a lateral move.
Lateral. Fugitive. Alabama homeowner. Lateral move. On the run. Yeah. Well, they had some 14-day hotel booked, I saw. But I guess that was, they're like, okay, we have 14 days to figure it out. And then shit, we got captured after 11.
Oh, what's that? Ooh.
What?
I can hear that.
Oh, is there something playing?
Yeah.
Oh, is it music? No. What is it? I don't know.
Said someone's like I saw something like the winds are 120 miles to the west. I was like, what the hell?
Oh. I'm looking. I'm like, what's playing music? Is it still going?
No, it's over. We're good.
Oh. Oh, wow. Maybe that was on my side. The only thing I have pulled up is the Apple is sunsetting the iPod 22 years later.
Ooh, I did see that. The end of an era.
And that was the thing that like took them to the next level. Was the iPad. They were the iPod rather. And now you got more songs you can ever want on your fucking phone.
Yeah, you can. You can stream them basically. And they have all these services now. You don't even have to really keep it on your phone.
Yeah, I mean,
playlist.
It's crazy how it basically changed the game from taking it all from physical media like CDs and shit to in your pocket, and then it you don't need a dedicated device now because the storage is so cheap. But I had my fair share of iPods.
Oh yeah, I had they were like a little brick. Remember what like the.
That was the thing that was good about in the iPod Classic.
Yeah,
those things are indestructible nearly.
It's like the Nokia of the music players.
And there was no. I remember the first one I bought was the iPod Video, and they had an iPod that could actually play videos on it, like music videos you can download from iTunes.
Too. Yeah.
That was the one I got, and it was like glossy black. You know, it was probably like 12 gig or something. And I was like, this is crazy storage. Yeah, it's crazy storage. But yeah, I had that thing forever. And they would last forever. They only...
Oh, yeah, they did. I think I had that until basically... I think I got the new one, whatever it was. Remember they came out with colors, because before it was like basically black and the back was just the chrome back or whatever it was. So that's all you got. And then they came out with the colors, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, the colors was cool. And then they started kind of when the iPhone came out, then that's when they started doing the apps and the touch screen, and it was a better kind of gaming thing. But once the iPhone existed and the iPhone got to be where it is now, it's like, what's the fucking point?
I don't know.
And there's just streaming apps basically. Yeah, you don't really need
Spotify,
any.
you can do YouTube. Or,
When's the last time you bought a thing on iTunes? Never.
Yeah, I can't remember.
No, there's no way. Actually. I just do the.
It's funny you bring that up. I just saw every once in a while when it's like very at the end of the night, I'll just put on something on TV. Yeah, and they had remember that show King of Queens with the
Kevin James and
Kevin James
and Remy
or whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was on, and it was like I gotta pay our bills. Let me just get onto the internet, and it was the dial-up because this was like 2000, like 99, 2000. So it was like it's doing that, and I was laughing, and Jeffrey was like, "I don't get it," and I was like, "Yeah, you never will, buddy." And I tried to explain to him, at one point you had to what?
Were they saying it to like be a joke in the show, or it was just part of the plot?
It was just part of the show, and his joke was like, of all the technology we have today, they couldn't have picked a better noise. Like, that was his joke, like, which was legitimate. But I was laughing because I remembered that, and I remember I don't get it. I said, well, back in the day, you had to call into the internet, and you couldn't use the phone.
Call in.
He's like, what do you mean you couldn't use the phone? I said, we didn't have cell phones like this. It was like, you had a home landline, and when someone's using the internet, you could not get a phone call. So I had to ask Papa's permission to get on the internet. And he's like, what? I said, yeah, and your YouTube and all that shit? I said, no way. It'd take you a fucking hour to download one picture.
Fucking hour to just the thumbnail of what it's going to look like.
It was like he couldn't. It was like blowing his mind. And then
go ahead.
And then like later on, I think it was an episode, like he's like, I got a CD. And then it was like, remember he was trying to open it and he was like fighting with it and shit. And I was like, I remember that. I even bought the little CD opener where you had to slice the and he's like sitting there like, just deadpan. And I was like, yeah, I was kind of giggling. It wasn't like, wasn't like splitting my sides. I was just giggling and basically reminiscing about the same thing where you got like, what the fuck? You couldn't open the thing. And then once you finally won the battle with the cellophane around the case, and you had the fucking stickers.
There's a sticker, dude. What's with those things were so locked up. It was like they applied the same technology to Fort Knox, but onto the Tupac Greatest Hits album.
Yeah, exactly.
What was, when we were kids, what was the thing that our parents were like, oh yeah, well, I think it was probably the TV, right?
That was going to like rot your brain or whatever?
Yeah. Not rot your brain, but what was the big technology leap that were us explaining what dial-up internet to our kids they can't comprehend? What were our parents telling us that we were like?
I swear it was the bunny rabbit's ears on the TV, like getting it, squared away and stuff.
I remember having that though when I was a kid.
Oh, so do I. I had it too, but it was it was one TV I got to have in my room. And you know what it is? It's the remote. Remember, you had to. When I was a kid, I had to get up and change the channel. I didn't have to sit there.
Right, you would have to. Because they had fucking 6 channels.
Yeah, 6 channels, and it was all black and white. That kind of shit.
Okay, so the color TV, but TVs were still big when we were. I mean, they had the old.
Oh yeah, the
tube tubes in the back. Remember how fucking heavy those were? When you'd have to move like the family TV. You had to get the whole family to help you because the thing was like
the big screen? So I remember my uncle got a big screen, but you could watch it, but it was like £1 million. He had to like help move it and shit. God, yeah. And remember when those old big screens, if you looked at it from an angle, it was like a privacy screen. Like you couldn't
couldn't see shit. And then a bulb. And these things were, mounting it on the thing I know is so commonplace now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the screen was huge, but that back of it, you need to fit it in, like you need to build a cabinet around it because that's how big it was for your entertainment center. It was such a massive piece of it was furniture basically.
Yeah, it was.
And now these things are like, not even 4 or 5 inches thin. It's fucking insane.
I know, they have some sweet ones.
Every time I go to Costco, I'm always like looking on the side of the TVs like, damn.
I was just there today. I was trying to sell Robin on like an 82 inch or some shit like that. Just
nice.
Just testing the water.
Just to see. You got to shoot your shot.
I was shooting the shot. And there wasn't even she didn't even break stride or even acknowledge that I was speaking. So I was like, that's it.
Her defenses were already up. She already knew she saw the Amazon order. earlier.
She saw
she's
the,
like, he's going to
the
try to ride
Amazon.
this.
She's guilty of it too. Don't worry about that.
I'm sure.
She had her own cart ready to roll. Like I told Chipper before, the house paint's already mixed. The garage epoxy. I'm going to do the epoxy floor.
Yeah.
She said, "Which color do you like?" I said, "I like this color."
Oh, she already had it all.
Got it mixed. It's all sitting by the front door. She's trying to,
Sounds like you're getting to work the second you get the fucking keys to that place.
Oh yeah. I already know that. She's already
Getting to work.
talking. As soon as I get the keys, I'm driving over there because it's only. I was like, it's like 5 minutes from our house. That's what I said. She's like, it's actually. She's like, it's actually 4 minutes. I've calculated the time. I was like, okay,
wow,
well, the 60 seconds of.
Yeah, I'll burn that sitting in the driveway, I guess.
Yeah,
and no HOA.
No HOA.
Oh, before we close it down, do the neighbors know?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, they haven't said anything, obviously, but the ones who live around us, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they've been watching the.
There's been a lot of activities going on.
A lot of activities coming. Like we did go to Green Acres and grab some plants and stuff that we wanted to get going. So it's all in the fucking front yard. It's all in the front yard. I dare the HOA to send me a letter now.
Just be like, yeah, cool. I'll get to this really quick.
I'll file that away in my.
You just keep it on the counter for the new owner. Like, just so you know, there's going to be a little bit of history on this address file.
Yeah.
They got a file on us.
Walk on eggshells because I've made it very difficult for you. I'm sorry.
See these fences? I've burned every bridge around here. And good luck.
Everybody on this side of the neighborhood, they're great. They'll love you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people on this side.
Fuck them.
They may not. I mean, it depends on how you approach them.
Depends, yeah. Depends what sort of line of work you're into.
They're going to try to tell you what to do. Now, if you're compliant, they'll just continue to tell you what to do.
Well, that's one big problem checked off your list.
It's a big one.
June you'll be having your feet up, no problem. It'll be a great.
That's right.
Time.
Now,
great time.
We'll be having our feet up. Well, maybe not up, but
they'll be
in
out.
The stands. They'll be out. Sun's out.
Little Giants Cern, what are his company getaway? Or company
Joe
getaway
will be there.
Retreat.
Joe will be there.
Oh, I can't wait.
It'll be the Rockies, wait. Giants Rockies.
Okay. I better dig out my hats.
I don't know where my Giants hat. I might just go with the generic hat.
Might just throw it back with You have a Rams one you can wear? An extra one for me, maybe? Horns up?
Horns up.
Although
we went down there.
Do? Oh, you would get, people would.
Joe Chaz, and he'd be probably one antagonizing somebody.
He'd probably
throw fucking beer on these pussies, some kind of shit like that.
Look at these fucking Lambs fans walking up. Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow, looking forward to it. You'll hear all about it next week on this next episode of the Chip and Cern Show. How's that for a tease? We've never
channel.
We've never teased an episode out, but we are now.
Oh, it's a new Chip and Cern.
It's a new Chip and Cern. It's a tease for next episode. Hear all about it next week. Same time, same place. Till next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.